Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? If you're still here, then you are the first people to check out my gaming, anime, and all-around entertainment channel. So, shout out to you, give yourself a nice pat on the back. I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do for my first video. I thought, maybe I would talk a little bit about gaming, maybe I would talk a little bit about anime, and I decided I would talk about something that, I do more. The only thing that I do more than game with the squad, to be honest, is read manga and watch anime. And, make music, obviously, but I feel like that doesn't really count. I'm talking about my hobbies, not really like my life. So, I remember I used to always get into like these crazy heated debates. And if you've been watching the stream, you know that we all have had our differences when it comes to Naruto and who is the strongest character. But one thing I always loved doing was having debates about anime characters, who's stronger, and like the fights that I thought were good. So I thought whenever I would describe anime to someone who doesn't watch anime, they would always be like, damn, I don't even fuck with that, but you made me fuck with that. So I thought, why not? So I decided to pick some fights, and I'm gonna make a series out of this. I'm going to pick some of the fights that I love personally in anime and describe them. And if you haven't seen them, maybe hopefully you would want to go and watch this fight now that I've described it to you. So today, I thought the first fight I would cover is Netero versus the King in Hunter x Hunter. My nigga Netero, bruh. What a fucking fight, dog. Dog. Let me explain something to you. Old niggas in anime, strong as fuck. Always, forever. If you see a nigga in anime and he's over 65, fam, don't fuck with that nigga. He's coming for you. He's headhunting. That nigga knows some shit that you don't know, bro. Roshi. The dude who did Fairy Law and Fairy Tail. Genryusai from Bleach. Netero. Genkai. Nigga, I don't need to keep going. So, Netero. Old ass nigga. Leader of the Hunters. What a real ass nigga this man is, bro. So, a little bit of history on Netero. This man, when he was 50 years old, he was like, fam, I'm already the strongest martial artist in the world. What else can I do, bro? I've reached the peak of martial arts. So this nigga was like, damn, bro, I'm so real and I'm so thankful for the martial arts that lets me whoop up on niggas. I'm going into the mountains. This nigga went into the mountains, fam. Creeping up in the mountains, bruh. This nigga said every day, I'm gonna do 10,000 punches. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna be thankful for the martial arts that made me who I am. And I'm gonna take a punch, bruh. And I'm gonna do that shit 10,000 times, bruh, a day. And then I'm gonna fall asleep. And when I wake up, I'm gonna do it again. Now, when this nigga first did that, on the first day, it took him 18 hours. He fell asleep, woke up the next day, kept doing it. After 2 years, my mans could do that shit, and the sun was still up. After 2 years, this nigga could do that shit in an hour, cuz. Now, 10,000 punches in an hour, bruh. This nigga came back down from the mountains, bruh, and everybody had said this nigga was so fast. It was like he was faster than the speed of sound, cuz. Now, you got the King next. Nigga was born from the Chimera ant. The Chimera ant is something like, let's say an ant, right? It eats, a boar, and then its children have the characteristics of that boar, and then they eat something, and so on and so forth. So the Chimera ants started off kind of weak, but then they started consuming humans with nen. That's the Hunter x Hunter equivalent to spirit energy, or ki, or chakra, whatever you want to call it. Now, the King is the culmination of all that. This nigga was born and fucking is a savage, dog. This nigga looks like Perfect Cell with a turtle shell on his head. Now that looks kind of dumb when you think about it, but I promise he's a savage, bruh. This man came out the womb and he was like I'm hungry. And the nigga came up and was like, Your Majesty, so nice to, boom, take that nigga's head right off, bruh. What a savage. And then he was like, you clean it. And somebody else was like, oh, Your Majesty, I'll clean it. Boom, took that nigga's head off. He said, I pointed at you, fam. This man is so strong and so smart that he came out and everybody was like, we're fucked, fam. We can feel this nigga's then. It's over. We can't fuck with this man. That's it. The world is doomed. Now, he is so smart that he decided while he was waiting for his army of chimera ants to hatch, he was gonna fight every single chess master, checkers master, fucking mahjong, all that shit. All the shit that takes strategy and smarts. And he beat all the masters. And he would make them play for their lives, pretty much. He would be like, fam, I beat you once. If I beat you again, I'm gonna kill you. What a real nigga. And he always won, except for against Komugi. But that is a whole nother story. So, Netero and the king. My nigga Netero was only faster than the king when he put his hands together to pray. Bruh, that shit was fucking crazy. This nigga would put his hands together, bruh, and time would stop. And then he could hit the king. But if the king had got through one time, that's it. So, they're fighting like that for a little while, a little bit of a stalemate. Netero's throwing everything he got at him. You know, he's an old ass nigga, but you know, he's still getting into his groove. And then my man's the king was like, nah, bruh, because I've been training, fighting all these niggas in chess and checkers. I've been noticing the ever so slightest pattern. You couldn't even call it a pattern, bruh. Netero was such a real ass nigga. But the king was just so smart with strategy that he caught past his defense. Boom. Took that boy's leg. Netero was like, oh shit. The king was like, I got your leg, boy, it's over. My nigga Netero said, nah, cuz. Boom, hit his motherfucking leg. That shit closed up, bro. The wound closed up, nigga. It's like he burned that shit, like he cauterized that shit, bro. And then motherfucking no blood, fam. No blood, like a goon, dog. Then, you know, the king was like, you know, you may have one leg, but that don't mean shit. So they keep going at it, throwing hands, sparring, left, right. Ooh, caught that nigga. One more time. Took my dog Netero's arm. Now, if you remember, I said he's only faster than the king when he prays, meaning when he puts his hands together, right? So everybody was like, oh shit, it's over for my dog Netero. And now he said, nah, cuz. Did you think I couldn't pray with one hand? My man Netero grabbed the king, dog. Summoned the Buddha of 1,000 hands, bruh. The Buddha opens its mouth, dog. It's like the cosmos opened up, bruh. Hit that nigga with the fucking galactic blast, bruh. Hit the king with the galactic blast. This shit was like a super Kamehameha, bruh. It was like the Kamehameha that destroyed Self, fam. Shit was crazy. The king came through, he was like, nah, bruh. I eat that shit. And Netero was like, damn, bruh. That was all I had in my power. And the king was like, yeah, you fought well. I'ma tell everybody about you. And then my nigga Netero, old as fuck, my dog Netero said, nah, nigga, psych. Stabbed himself in the heart where he planted an atomic bomb. Blew himself up, blew up the king. That nigga fucking died of radiation. Dog, you gotta see this fight. I hope you go and you watch it after that explanation. And that's been Anime Battles from a real nigga perspective. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button.